I'm Keegan, and thank you for tuning in to our final ATUlive episode of the 6th season. This is episode 10, and we're going to be talking about Freshman 101. So freshman tips from professors, orientation leaders. It's going to be a really fun time, but first we have Emily delivering the news.
Well, y'all, we have some exciting things going on campus this week. This Thursday, April 20th, the Department of Agriculture is having their spring plant sale in the greenhouses. Also this Thursday, April 20th, both the symphonic band and the concert band are having a performance at 7:30 in Witherspoon Auditorium. This Sunday, April 23rd, ATU's Symphonic Wind Ensemble is having a concert at 2:30 p.m. in Witherspoon Auditorium. Don't forget to listen carefully to this episode to hear our keyword. Once you know the keyword, you can go to our Instagram at ATUResLife and comment the keyword on our mini-sode for this episode to be entered into a drawing for a gift card. Thanks.
All right, well, thank you so much, Emily, for the news. And today we have some important people here to discuss freshman and transfer information. So, right now we have two orientation leader captains, I believe. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves and kind of exactly what you do?
So my name is Brecken Ballard, and I'm serving as the Green and Gold captain, which means I work with all of the Green and Gold leaders and then all of the freshman orientation leaders through the process.
And my name is Shelby Williams, and I'm the transfer orientation leader team captain. So I get to work with our transfer orientation leaders during orientation season.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. So starting off, super simple question. What is an orientation leader?
So an orientation leader is someone that guides the freshmen or transfer students through the process. They help teach them like everything about Arkansas Tech, and we have a program that runs 4 days, so they're basically trained through the spring semester and the summer, and then in the fall they help welcome those students to campus.
Awesome. Anything you want to add?
For our transfer orientation leaders, we also get to work with the students who come in the spring. So anyone who starts in January for the new semester, we get to have a day of orientation to work with them. And we have a special day in the fall that is for our transfer students as well.
Awesome.
Awesome, that's really cool. So why did you become an orientation leader?
So I originally became an orientation leader because I loved freshman orientation, and I was like, I want to do this over and over again. So I started off as an orientation leader, and this will be my 4th year working freshman orientation.
Wow, that's awesome.
It was kind of the same for me when I came. I loved getting to know my orientation leaders, and I just had a lot of fun seeing the campus and doing all of the events that they had for new students. And when I came in an email that they were hiring, and I was like, hey, why not? We'll see how it goes. And this will be my upcoming 3rd orientation that I've done with the transfer team. So
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
It's really interesting. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you good?
It's really interesting that you guys both said you had just a blast with orientation, because my orientation experience, I got confused and thought that because I came in with like concurrent credits, that was supposed to be with transfer orientation. So I was waiting for that 1 day period. I missed all of the events until the last day, rip. But I did like create an amazing connection with my actual freshman orientation leader. And we're still friends to this day. We actually have a lot of classes together. Shout out Madison Hudson. She's one of my mentors also. Like, yeah, we just have a really good, strong relationship. So I love that you both kind of hit on that like, it's not just that week. It's like continuous, and you get to like experience it over and over again. That's really sweet.
Yeah. Also shout out Zoe Stokes, former ATUlive co-host, but also my orientation leader.
Yeah.
Super cool. So why should an incoming student go to orientation week, like all the events that are going on? Why should they go?
So I think it's super important to go to freshman orientation because you do go over like everything an incoming freshman or transfer student needs to know. But I think the biggest thing is like making a connection on campus and like meeting those people that like make you like say, I really love Arkansas Tech. I want to keep coming back to school here. So I think it's really important to go and get connected.
yeah, I think a lot of transfer students especially think that they don't need to go to orientation because they've already done college, and so they're like, I already know what I'm doing. But Arkansas Tech is so different than like their previous orientation, and so, or not orientation,
College,
university.
yeah.
And so when they come to Tech, they still need to like kind of learn the ropes of how we do it. And so it is really beneficial for them to come to and make those connections, but also just learn what Arkansas Tech is all about and what's different from where they have previously been going to school.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. What do you wish that you could tell yourself during your first year here at Arkansas Tech? So if you could go back.
I think the biggest thing I would tell myself is to really like branch out and being involved. I like at first was super focused on like one thing, but I found a lot of happiness and joy from like being involved in a lot of different things and really growing my like group of people that I'm like surround myself with.
Yeah.
For me, I would probably say don't wait to get involved. My first semester of my first year at Tech, I was like, no, I'm just going to focus on school because at my previous institution, I didn't really get involved. And so I was like, no, it's okay. We'll just focus on school and focus on my grades, which is really good. Please focus on your grades when you come to school. But branching out, making friends, meeting people, and gaining those connections is super important whenever you're in college.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. So what advice do you have for current incoming students?
I think my biggest advice is to go to freshman orientation or whatever orientation program and just to like take every opportunity you get as an incoming student because there's so many opportunities and really like take advantage of it fast, make those connections and make those friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would kind of say the same thing that she said. Just don't start being involved from the beginning, and also don't be afraid to ask questions because I know coming to a new place can be really scary, and you may not always want to be the person who's like, I actually don't know what's going on, but it's okay to be the person that doesn't know what's going on. And so when you ask those questions and get your answers, it's going to help you so much when you're here at school.
Yeah. Carpe diem, seize the day. Is there anything else that you guys would like to add?
I don't think I have anything else.
Awesome. All right. Is there social media plugs or anything like that?
Oh, yes. Our social media that we have is New Students ATU.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
So,
We'll
and
plug
we'll be
that.
posting content. We have social media days coming up, so we'll be posting content all summer to get ready for the
Oh,
fall.
that's so exciting. That'll be so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, also, if you are like me and are confused, it's not like, what is it even called? ATU class of 2027? That's not them. That's just random people that are not affiliated with ATU. Still helpful because you get connected with people in your class, but definitely not affiliated with Arkansas Tech, which I thought was interesting and found out a couple weeks ago. So.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Now we're going to go to the next part of this show, and we'll see y'all later. The keyword for this episode is orientation.
Thank you once again to our guests for joining us, and thank you to all of y'all for tuning in. We are sad to see this season end, and Keegan and I are especially sad since this is our last episode, our last season with ATUlive. But we're on to amazing things, and we know that ATUlive will continue to be amazing, thanks to Mary and all of our team. So thank you all so much for sticking with us, and we will see y'all next season. Finish off this semester strong. Bye.
Bye.